Hey everybody, Frank here with Game Gypsy. Tonight we're going to talk about Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. And before I get into the game, I'm going to actually do my review first because I'm kind of a big Harry Potter fan, and frankly, if you're a big Harry Potter fan, you're going to love this game. So there's really no point in not buying this game. It's a very simple deck building game, which we'll explain a little bit later in the video, where you get to play different characters. You get to play maybe Harry or Neville. I do have Ron and Hermione set up here for this particular demo, but essentially what you're doing in this game is you're going to be battling the evil villains of Hogwarts at different stages in the game. Now, I'm not going to ruin too much of the story, but there were 7 books of Harry Potter, and there are 7 games in this box. So you start off with game 1, and you start playing with your characters. You defeat the villains. The first game, to be fair, is pretty easy, and it's just kind of a learning game. But as the game progresses, it gets progressively harder. The villains get progressively tougher, and frankly, it becomes a lot of fun because I've played the game probably about 6 times now, 7 times, and I can tell you I haven't won every single time. And frankly, that is a really good mark of a good game. Whether or not you're capable of having fun when you lose, but really making you want to go back and play it again. So I'm going to get in a little closer with the camera here. We're going to go over what a deck building game is, and we're going to give you a little bit of Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, and we're going to go from there. Be back in a bit. All right, guys, now we're going to get a little deeper into the game, and I set the tone with a different lighting just so that there would be some ominous kind of lighting for this particular battle that we're about to get into in Harry Potter's Hogwarts Battle. I'm going to go over a few of the components real quick, but the first thing I'm going to go over is the character cards. So each character in this particular thing, they're called heroes, obviously. Ron, in this particular instance, in Game 1, none of the characters have special abilities. As the game progresses, spoiler alert, they do get special abilities. I won't tell you what they are, but in the first game, they all just have a cute little quote. In Ron's case, it's, "What do you think you're doing, keeping a thing like that locked up in a school?" That's my lousy British accent. The other thing that they have in this game is a turn order. So it tells you exactly how to play the game. And in one of the previous videos, I told you how the cheat sheets and cheat cards, this is one of them that I was talking about. So first thing you do is reveal and resolve a Dark Arts event card. We'll explain that in a second. Resolve a villain's ability. Play a Hogwarts card and take hero actions. End turn and discard any remaining cards and tokens, then draw 5 new cards. So we're going to get into that in just a second, but I do want to get into the mechanics of the board. So there's a couple of things that are going on here. So the first thing is the area that that the villains are trying to control. So if they get these control tokens, which are legit, man, this is metal, and it is pretty awesome, actually. And there's quite a few of these in the game. But if they get these all filled up here in this particular game, then we lose that area control, and there are 2 areas in the first game. Focus. 2 areas. And so if they get all 2 areas, the villains win. If you defeat the villains, you win. So, the second thing to notice is the villain. And in the first game, you reveal 1 Dark Arts card, and in the rules it says to have 1 villain out at a time. The Dark Arts cards are here. We'll get into that in a second. And then the second thing is what most people call the market in deck building games. This is how you purchase and build your deck, hence the deck building. And in this particular instance, we've got Essence of Dittany, some Butterbeer, we've got Quidditch gear, we've got Reparo, I'm not good with this stuff, and of course, we've got Hagrid, which is really cool. This is a big deck, which you're supposed to shuffle up, and I did, and you get these cards. This is probably one of the most random parts of the game, is if you don't get some good cards out early, there are mechanics in the game and rules in the game that allow you to replace all the cards, but if you don't get good cards, it could kind of screw you up a little bit. Now, we've explained the cards. This is pretty simple. This is just your health chart. I'll explain these in just a second when we get to the game. These are the bits, and of course you have each individual player's deck. So now for those of you who don't know how to play deck builders, let's get into this a little bit. In this particular game, the starting deck for every game, you start with the same cards every single game, and you start with 10 cards. In most deck builders, and in this deck builder, you draw 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so this stays in as your draw pile. and that becomes potentially necessary in the future, and this is your starting deck. Now this game, unlike other deck builders, this game is a cooperative game, so typically it's played with the cards face up. And I'll explain what these cards do here in just a second. So actually we've got just a random shuffle here. We've actually got 4 of the same card and then 1 separate card. So in this particular instance, we've got 4 of these. Aloha More. You gain 1 coin for each one of these cards, so we'll gain 4 coins. We'll get into that in a second. And then, of course, we've got the Clean Sweep 11, which is his broom in this particular situation. And Ron gains an attack on this one, and if you defeat a villain, you gain an extra coin. But we're going to put this back as our active hand over here, because we have to follow the turn order. And the turn order says, reveal and resolve a Dark Arts Events card. So we pop up here, this Dark Arts Events card. We flip it over. And the first thing is, he who must not be named. Now, again, this deck is randomly shuffled. I didn't actually set this deck, so this is good for us because now I can explain how villains take locations. So, this one says, add 1 control marker to the location. So we come over here to the control markers, and we place it on the location. Uh-oh, we are currently no, we're not that close to losing Diagon Alley, but they have 1 marker on the location. That's not great for us. So the second thing you do in this game is you resolve any villain ability. So in this particular instance, this isn't good for Ron. Each time a control marker is added to a location, the active hero loses 2 hearts. So we go over to here, bam, bam, he's just taken a couple of hits. So now, in this normal situation, Hermione would have her cards out too, but I'm really just trying to explain the game. So we do know in this situation he's got the 1 damage. So the best way to do this in this game is to take the damage, put it on your board. So you just leave it there for now. He's got 4 coins. You take 1, 2, 3, 4 coins, and then you discard these cards. Now, what we're going to do now, so this is a discard pile, we'll just leave it over there. I'm on a smaller table now because my missus is using the proper card table for a yard sale. Womp womp. But you have to use everything you have on the same turn. So I can't carry any of these coins over. I can't carry any of this damage over. Now, you wouldn't want to carry the damage anyway. We're going to give the damage to Malfoy. Malfoy has a strength of 6. Put that here, actually. And now he's got a strength of 5. So you just take the amount of damage and you subtract it. Now, he's got 4 coins. So what do you do with the coin? The coins are how you build your deck. So in this particular situation, he's got a couple of options. He could buy one of these, he could buy one of these, or he can go down here and buy Hagrid. Now, with 4 coins, it would have been useful if 2 of these were 2s, because then he could have bought 2 cards that would help him build his deck. But in this case, we're going to spend all 4 coins, and we are going to buy Hagrid. Hagrid goes now into his discard pile over here, and will be used once we reshuffle the deck, which will, in this case, happen right after you use these 5 cards on the next turn. Now, you do replace this card in the market for Hermione, and that's another 3 cards. So, and the game progresses on and on like that. Bottom line is, you're trying to defeat these guys. So let's just say we kill Malfoy. Ugh, you're dead. The next villain comes out. Now we've got Crabbe and Goyle. They're boring. But the beauty of it is when you do defeat one of these bad guys, you get whatever their reward is. Malfoy gives away, or removes one of the locations. So the quicker you can kill him, the better off you are. So we kill him, boom. And Crabbe and Goyle, all heroes get to draw a card. Yay! They're dead. And there are 3 villains in this particular one. And the last villain, this guy sucks. He makes every active hero lose 1 heart every single turn. So you really want to get rid of this guy really quick. But he does give you a coin and a heart when he dies. So if you defeat all of them, bam, you win. Congratulations, you won Hogwarts battle. If you lose, not so cool. But the good thing is you get to play it again. Now I do want to show a couple other cards here. Let's see what we have here. Active hero loses 2, pretty straightforward. Hopefully we'll get another one, or a different one. Ooh, yeah, all right. Petrification. All heroes lose 1 heart, so everybody loses a heart and cannot draw extra cards this turn. So this one kind of sucks. Because let's just say, for instance, you were to beat Crabbe and Goyle. I think they're the ones that get you drawing cards. So Crabbe and Goyle, all heroes draw a card. Well, if you were petrified on this turn, so if you kill them on this turn, Sorry, can't draw cards. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And there are a lot of fun cards in there. I'm not going to show you them all. But what I will show you, just for the sake of it, I will show you Harry. There's little Harry. Does anybody remember him when he was that young? And then there's Neville. And God, Neville looked like a rabbit. What was that movie where they turned the kid into a rat? Or somebody turned a rat? That was probably this kid. Anyway, this is Harry Potter's Hogwarts Battle. Hopefully that kind of gives you an idea of how deck building games work. This is a collaborative deck builder, so you are working together. So if you get 4 players, you get to all work together. 2 players is pretty simple because you're just going back and forth, back and forth. So that's the game. I'll be back here in a second and give you the wrap-up. So that's Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle in a nutshell. Easy deck builder, really, really fun. What I'd say is, in this game, if you're a really big Harry Potter fan, you're going to love it. The theme, the action, the cooperation with the different players is just outstanding. The other great part about this is you can interchange these characters, and it's got a lot of replayability. So it does play really well with 2 players. It plays better with 4. Obviously, it's built for 4 players. But what I would say about this game is the difficulty in the game is perfect. They didn't overdo it. They didn't kill it with a lot of unnecessary difficulty. We've played this game on one occasion. We played this game, and it went down to the last location with the last spot, and we were trying to kill Voldemort, and it was so crazy and fun. If you really like a game that gets you into the action and gets you thinking about it and gets you working with people and being social, this is it right here, guys. If you want a deck builder and want to learn how that goes, great. This is it too. The best part about this game is you can maybe see, I don't know if my camera's good enough, but I'm kind of sweating because this game gets you so involved. One beer will not do it. But what I will tell you is each character, as they progress, as they get older, as you get the fun stuff that comes in box 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or whatever it is in here. And I'm not opening the box intentionally because we're already in the middle of a game. I don't want to show you anything and give anything away. But as you progress in this game, whew, it gets so much fun. So, Harry Potter fans, if you can get it on sale on Amazon or something like that, do it. If for some reason you have to pay full price, it's worth it. It's worth it. They just came out with an expansion. I don't have it yet, but I hope to get it soon and check that out, and I'll give you a review on that. Otherwise, thank you guys again for watching Game Gypsy on the YouTube channel here. Thanks for everyone who subscribed to our Facebook, or subscribed to our YouTube channel, but liked our Facebook page and follow us on Instagram. Again, it's just facebook.com/GameGypsy, Instagram.com/GameGypsy, or @GameGypsy. We're hoping to get some subscribers on the YouTube channel so we can make the URL Game Gypsy, but they have some rules on there that you have to get subscribers and be at least 30 days old, so we're working on that. So if you're not a subscriber and you're checking it out, please click the subscribe button on the bottom of this page. We really appreciate it. We thank you guys so much again for all your support. Quick preview to next month, September, Party Game Month. We're going to get into the party games. We're going to get into the fun stuff that you can use and play in a group. And we hope you'll like it just as much as everything you've watched here. So thank you guys so much again. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and happy gaming.